Hello, what we got? We got action? Look like it. Finally. There we go. Let's see here. Check. See if you can hear my audio on there too. Cause I saw where you made the tag. What we got? Okay, good. Now, where is that? Okay, what's talking? What's talking? Yeah. Hello. Good morning again. Trying to solve this audio issue, not understanding where this feedback is coming from, but we're working on it. If you guys got good volume on me. Good morning. Welcome to the show. A lot has happened since we last spoke. And yeah, what's up, Brian? Oh, yeah. Okay, good. All right, I'm just gonna kill that noise right there. I'm not even understanding where my feedback is coming from right now. Uh so I appreciate y'all for tuning in and seeing what's going on with the platform. And a lot has happened. Happy holidays. Sorry for the first technical issues that came about, you know. But hey, man, we here. It's just what it is. Got to work through it. Have feedback on the speakers so we can move around. Have the conversation we need to have. So good. I'm glad y'all were able to make it. Participate one more time with your boy. Hey, it's Victor Vincent, my man. Don't get bread with SLD, and it's a Coffee and Blunts morning show. So we were in pre-production based on our conversation before we go live, and talking about the topic itself. Uh, Today is being one sandwich away from making a bad decision, from chaos. Sometimes you we make decisions on empty stomach.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because most people they hunger for some. Said the audio couldn't get it out. See, that's what I'm saying. Hang on a second. Let me put y'all on a quick break. I'm gonna kill one of these feeds right here and see if that changes things. I'm not understanding why we having this issue. Hmm. Probably because I got this on. Let me kill that. Hey, how about now? Hmm. You got me now? Anything? Let's see here. Well, I apologize for these issues this morning because can't can't do much about everything. Okay, there it is right there. It was the YouTube bingo. We should be better now. How about that? Cool. Yeah, being one sandwich away and making decisions on empty stomachs is where a lot of our problems be coming from. You know what I'm saying? And like who made a decision on the empty stomach last week since we last talked?
Mm.
Quite a few people. You know, I read a story yesterday in Killeen. There was um, there was a lady that broke into this house. The house belonged to a police officer. The police officer shot the lady, killed her, and it was like I'm like the day after Christmas.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure that was an empty stomach decision.
Yeah, it was definitely empty stomach. The day after Christmas, quite a few things happened. I mean, drugs probably was involved.
Yep.
When you do drugs, allegedly you get hungry. You're supposed to be hungry,
Mm-hmm.
so you go break into somebody's house. You ain't do the research. You don't know who house it is. Not saying breaking into somebody's house is the way to go.
No, that's
But
not.
I totally disagree. But at the end of the day, I understand.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got a lot of stuff going on. Did you hear about the man? Did you hear? Did you hear about that dude? Man, imagine this: Christmas Eve, you run to the store real quick, try to get some last minute items. On the way back, your house on fire. Everybody in that motherfucker dead.
Where did that happen at?
You just gotta Google it and find out.
Let me see.
But just that's on your Christmas Eve. You have Christmas with no house, no kids, no family, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like you just hurry up and go. Try to beat the store and come back and think everything gonna be cool. Just an ordinary store run.
Running an errand.
Yeah.
In and out. I'll be right back.
I'll be right back.
House gone.
House gone.
That's a lot. That's a lot to process, but man.
That wasn't an empty stomach, but maybe it was an empty stomach. First thing in the morning, I ain't eating nothing. I'm just thinking, let me run to the store real quick.
If he had to run to the store, it's probably an empty stomach decision too.
Yeah. Last minute shopping. Trying to get everything right before the big day, but shit, it should be happening.
Man, that's just like when we were talking last week when I was telling you about like you was talking about slipping and falling the last time you fell, and you could take everything, you could do everything the right way.
Yeah, and shit just
it don't even matter.
It don't.
Yeah,
it don't.
Like when you look at like the stuff you can and you can't control, what you can control is how you react.
Mm-hmm.
And it's harder to do that when you got an empty stomach.
Right.
Because your stomach make all the decisions, bro.
Yeah.
Man, I can't tell you how many times where I said I'm going from here to here because I got to be at this location at this time, or I got this other obligation I need to meet, and then I end up in a Chick-fil-A drive-through.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm hungry, and my stomach just drove me right there. Wouldn't even think about it.
Your stomach drove.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times I've done that. Like where my wife would be like, we got to go here, and I'm like, cool, just drive. And then she's like, why are we over here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because I'm hungry. Mm-hmm. I didn't even, like I wasn't even consciously saying it, but like literally my hunger has driven me to got me out schedule before.
So you saying like on a, I'm gonna show my age right now. You remember that? What's the cartoon back in the day? The motherfucker smell the cheese. The motherfucker mustache
Rescue
curl up.
Rangers.
That nigga go crazy.
Yeah,
over
go
that
crazy.
cheese.
Yeah.
So that's exactly
That's
the
one of
same
them.
thing. We
Yeah,
be going crazy when we don't have nothing to eat,
man.
and it's almost like man,
Ninja Turtles do it over pizza.
over pizza. It's just even if you have a dog, you can feed the dog. Well, you sit down to eat. The dog want to come next to you, trying to make sure. I mean, you drop something. If you feed the dog, you about to cook. He smells something. He finna go crazy. He ain't gonna listen.
Man, let me tell you how powerful food is. What you bringing up the dog? There's been times where, me and my wife, we might be in the kitchen eating something or whatever. Dog probably look. He don't come in the kitchen, but he go right to his bowl and he start eating because we eat.
Yeah. Like, I guess I can't. I mean, it smells good. I mean, I'm gonna imagine whatever that smells in this food.
Yeah, I'm gonna go munch on my kibble.
Yeah,
or
let
whatever.
me munch on this real quick.
And like it's always the decision making that come from having a meal that leads to. That's why people have business dinners.
Mm-hmm.
I even saw a clip the other day.
So the business dinner is more of what? It's emotional. It's a tactic, I guess.
I think it's all of it. I think definitely it's about hospitality and being in the right mindset. Because when you sitting down eating, you're not. If you're satisfied, you're not high strung. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the effect of, alcohol hits people different by itself. If you're just drinking just to drink, it's different than having a nice wine or nice cognac after a good meal or something like that. So there's a difference, and it's a psychological effect. You know what I'm saying? The full on relaxed package. You know what I'm saying?
Right. If you eat too much, scientifically, take a nap. There's something called, the black folks call it the
itis. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, it's a mysterious land that you just can't.
Yeah,
you can't beat it. It's undefeated.
It's undefeated, man.
Yeah.
Some things ain't gonna get done.
Yeah.
And there's a certain time of day where you eat a certain portion. You know what I'm saying, of food. Like you don't want to wait until it's 30 minutes before you go to bed
to eat the heaviest meal.
Eat the heaviest meal. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You want to eat like your heaviest meal probably at lunchtime.
Yeah, at the peak hours.
At the peak hours. Yeah. So you got the rest of the day to burn it off.
Yeah.
So
what if I don't want to burn it off?
What if
I would have just I just want to go ahead and really enjoy this big meal 30 minutes before. Heartburn, indigestion, gas, bloatedness, all that.
Pudding and everything.
Everything. I want it all. Wake me up out of sleep. Let me run to the
bathroom. That's probably happening.
I double did.
Yeah. I want all the smoke. I don't care about the consequences.
No, I need whatever is in there.
YOLO.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You only left over once.
Right. You only a leftover.
Only a leftover.
Yeah. But back to the business meeting with the deal, with the dinner, I feel like it's very strategic. Check it out.
Yeah.
I'm trying to woe you over. So I wanna bring you somewhere you probably ain't never ate before.
Right.
So the whole ambiance is just mind blowing. Okay. So remember, you hungry because you got to eat.
I got home field advantage.
This is my AO. I know the chef. I know the owner. I know all that. So I'm going here. Give me my use.
I'm dapping people up on the way in. They say, we got your table ready.
We got your table. So when you come in, oh shit.
Because I probably already made reservations too.
Yeah. So the wow factor is going to get you in. That's one bonus point.
Right.
The meal, maybe it's a five course, maybe, You might have to change out your silverware once or twice. For the people in the back, you got different silverware.
Yeah.
So then you get your dessert, you get your wine, everything. You fully loaded now.
Mm-hmm.
Now I just need you to sign here and initial here, and we got a deal.
Yeah. Because
who gonna not sign that?
Who gonna
after
not
you
sign
did
that?
all that?
Yeah, like who gonna? What's the likelihood? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
let me take this with me, and I'll get back with you tomorrow. It ain't gonna happen.
And plus, the home field advantage piece of it is that you already got a relationship, and so the whole hospitality aspect is just nailed down because you know what I'm saying, because you set a precedent and you kind of make it to where they can't refuse. Or you try to take the element of refusal away.
Out the
you can't control everything.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? The last thing you want to do is blow a deal because the steak wasn't cooked right.
Right.
Or the vegetables weren't cooked enough.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? So
right.
you better pull out your best play if you're gonna, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
You can't say, let's go to Panda Express.
No. You want a 6-figure deal.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
I ain't saying it can't happen. I'm just saying, like, depending on what,
highly unlikely.
Yeah, highly unlikely. Exactly. Unlikely. Is it possible? Yes. Is it likely? No. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Not as likely.
Right. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take your sites off even more. You know what? Send me your location. I'm gonna send my driver on you.
Right.
Driver.
Yeah.
Just like that. Yeah.
Full on concierge. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna escort you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You got some luggage? Let me get that, sir.
Yeah, let me go and booby trap this thing.
Come on, man.
All of that's a booby trap.
Everything. Maybe you fall for it, maybe you don't. But who's sending drivers?
Yeah, come on, man.
Come on now. I think this is very important.
It's very important because, you know, it don't take much to create mystique.
I know.
Because everybody they claim they want to be straightforward. But if you come at them too straightforward, they're going to be like, I don't like the way you handle me.
Right.
Well, we could have did this over the computer.
Yeah.
Then it starts.
Right.
You start taking off of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like everybody gets a chance to, you know what I'm saying, say what they want. Because nobody's doing it for no reason. You know what I'm saying? So that's part of the reason why, like, when I say men have code, we already know, like there's a way that kings supposed to do business with each other. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And just out of general respect. And if I can't go get it to, get you to a good restaurant or something like that to get your attention, then look, I'm down for private catering. Let's do something social. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. Every week we socialize about what we're trying to accomplish. And,
right.
And I was talking to one of my partners last night. I ain't spoke to him in a while. And I've been in communication with him for like the last week. And he got some other ventures that's going on, you know what I'm saying, outside the country. It's another one of my friends. Like, I got a couple friends that got business going on basically in the Caribbean and South America. And, they are all expats. So, but they still go back and forth between, you know what I'm saying, the United States and where they doing business at. And the vibe is just completely different when they go some other place. So working on sewing that network up with them is very valuable because I want to create a different experience so people can make better decisions in better environments, because sometimes you can make decisions on where you're sitting at. If you don't step away from this stuff and then go have a sandwich somewhere else and see how other people eat, you don't realize how disadvantaged you are. You don't realize how narrow your perspective is. You don't understand that from the outside looking in, you basically one meal away from causing chaos. You know what I'm saying? On every single thing you do. People catch you at the wrong time. Anybody could be, you know what I'm saying, on the outside looking in. And which is why, like, with SLP and what you do for people, you understand that when you're talking to folks, because it bring you back down. It really do.
I mean, for my thing is I don't like the word humble.
I don't like it either.
So
it means defeated, actually.
Yeah, and it's almost like shrinking yourself for someone else's liking.
Yep.
Everybody ain't equal.
Nope.
Everybody ain't the same. God made different people for different reasons and different purposes, and we all on our own mission.
Yep.
So I just understand where these people, the stories that they tell, and because if it didn't affect me directly, it affected me indirectly from friends and family that told me their situation that I kind of carried with me, so I can, be I guess a bridge to two different things. All right, it happened personally to them, and I know them. Then on the other side, I don't know this person, but the same thing happened, so I can kind of relate. So I can like I said, I can be the bridge where I can help this person out with just maybe just a conversation
Or a sandwich.
or some food or some clothing or whatever. So this person don't necessarily have to be, at the bottom end. It's not, this person wasn't made to be a bottom feeder. Whatever it was that happened in their life, that's where they're at right now. But tomorrow or the future, the next day, next year,
They can be up.
They can be up.
Big up.
And understanding that just makes me just move a little different because just because you got a nice house, nice car, if you die tomorrow, if you get sick tomorrow, and it's something terminal, guess what? That big house, big car ain't gonna do shit for you. You know what I'm saying? Then when you go to the graveyard, I don't see no big house in the graveyard. I don't see no fancy car in the graveyard.
Nope.
So there ain't no ATM. There ain't no banker out there. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things that we kind of misplace and have the wrong judgment on things because of what we see on TV or what we think life should supposed to look like.
Man, we all can be disarmed by something.
Mm-hmm.
All of us have been disarmed and isolated by something. Even if you was getting everything you want, at some point it doesn't fulfill you.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you live your life up to a certain point of understanding. You know what I'm saying? Like you live in your feelings until you meet the facts. I say that a lot because in life you're just doing what you feel like you're supposed to be doing. Then you get some extra information that changes the decisions you make.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the facts.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The facts are supposed to make you more disciplined.
Right.
Facts don't make you undisciplined.
Right.
Like it's just because like once you see, how many times you say you can't unsee something? Mm-hmm. When you can't unsee it, that's you accepting reality for what it is. Mm-hmm. People, behavior. You can come in and like you got what you think you know, and then you go into it with that. And what you think you know is based on what you feel. Mm-hmm. Because what you think, it's got to be derived from something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because no matter how you do the math, something comes from something. Mm-hmm. And very few things come from nothing. Like when you talk about people that you hear about when people say the Bible was written by man, but the person that put their touch on it, the people that was carrying the message, they got it from somewhere.
Right.
So it doesn't matter how you feel, you know what I'm saying, how man's hand was in it. It came from a metaphysical connection, a divine connection, in order for that person to be the instrument to get that message out. You know what I'm saying? And I say that because like I didn't even understand that piece until I had to write something, until I had to decipher, consider the information, the facts and stuff like that were presented to me. And when you're trying to break things down and make it real, especially like I used to be intel, you have to be good. You just can't make up something, go put somebody's life in danger. Is that not what life is in general? Is that it's a lot of people making up things, putting other people's lives in danger.
Right.
And they don't have to. Like the connection comes from somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? It comes from somewhere else. Like, and that's the difference. It's like if you're paying attention in life, you're gonna eventually stop moving on some days. You're gonna sit down, you're gonna regroup, you're gonna reshuffle the deck. You're like, I've been doing this a certain way for a while and I got this far on just this.
Mm-hmm.
What if I add in, you know, the reality of what I see every day,
Mm-hmm.
based on the people that I interact with? How do they shape the decisions that I make?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And once you start thinking like that, that's when you start to become more disciplined, just in general, because you realize that there's some people there are people that are dangerous, not because they don't like you, but because they don't like where they are.
Right. And it's people that's projecting their negativity onto you.
Man,
So if they have any, if you have somebody, an uncle or somebody, anybody, they older and they had some high hopes, aspirations, dreams, and they fell short for whatever reason.
yeah,
So then now, when you coming up and they see same thing that they possess used to have, now they kind of shortchange you with, hey man, I don't think you should be doing it like this because
scarcity.
this, that, and the third. No, it didn't work for you.
It didn't work for you.
Why you can't use that energy, bottle it up, package it different, and give it to somebody else? Why it got to be your life experience and try and throw it on to them? It just didn't work for you. It don't mean it can't happen for me.
Right.
And why are you projecting that on to me?
Man, you know, I like the way you said that, because I was writing a couple days ago. I think it was actually on Christmas morning, and I was looking at you know, people are still gonna be beefing, put whatever negativity they got in the air, and but there's a lack of problem solving discussion that doesn't sound uh, condescending. You know what I'm saying? Directly target at people. And I've been trying to neutralize that, because what you're saying to somebody, even if it's condescending and it's right, if you want it to be a solution, it has to be worded in a way where people can digest it. So what you're talking about right there is the difference between the warrior and the worrier.
Mm-hmm.
The warrior respects austerity, solitude, experience, the scars, the lessons that came from it. You know what I'm saying? The warrior is a disciplined mindset.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be a warrior and be undisciplined.
Mm-hmm.
The warrior, undisciplined.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that talking about projection, talking about scarcity, you can't. The can't. You know what I'm saying? The lack, despair, destitute.
Mm-hmm.
Warrior.
Mm-hmm.
The warrior can never encourage the warrior. The warrior can't even encourage themselves.
Mm-hmm.
The mindset. I don't know the person, but you either a warrior or a worrier.
Mm-hmm.
When it come down to it, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, and in the middle of that, you just a wanderer.
Mm-hmm. Well, in a nutshell, I feel like it's just two type of people. It's found, purpose driven, found, like you said, warriors, and then you have lost souls that are the warriors, and the lost soul is trying to find fulfillment.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And if you don't have a good base, good foundation, you're never really going to be fulfilled. But the only way to find that is you got to find God, and you got to find the relationship with God. Don't go to church and try to find someone, a pastor, a preacher, a deacon, or whoever, to project their thought process, how to interpret this message. You have to get the relationship between you and God. That's the only way y'all can do it. You can't listen to somebody else's, because there's too many people that go to church and they only listen to the message, but the message is kind of folded up and it's packaged and it's delivered so you can convey this message a certain type of way.
Yeah.
But if you don't have, or you can't think for yourself, you can't read that scripture and get that same. You're not going to get the same kind of message that he's trying to project on you. If you reading it and you have your own think for yourself, your own mindset, you trying to digest and trying to decode what's this trying to say, and how does it mean, or what does it mean to me? Because next year I can read the same scripture, and I can get something else out of it because my experience and everything else is, different now. You see what I'm saying? But it's too many people that just want to follow the flock or the crowd or whatever, and it just be sad to see, man, because it's just too much.
That's why your grandma
it's too watered down. They cut it too much.
Yeah,
they cut it.
They cut it too much.
They cut it too much.
And that's why, like, your grandma used to say, "Bless your heart."
Yeah.
Bless your heart, like, because I'm telling you, bro. Like,
hold on.
Go ahead.
When grandma say that, what does she mean?
Yeah, look at that dummy.
It's so many words, but it sounds so good.
But it sounds good.
It's people like, oh, grandma care about me.
Because you know what makes you dumb? Operating on ego and emotion.
Yeah.
Because, like, it ain't no thought.
Just find the fact.
It ain't no thought. When you operating on stoicism and logic, you accept and submit that your emotions have been triggered.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to make the decision from up here.
Mm-hmm.
So go eat a sandwich.
Right. Here and here got the match.
Like, yeah. So if you don't put a sandwich in between this,
because this is right here. The stomach need to be full, or not full. It got to be something. Got to be
in there. It can't be empty.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So, like, somewhere between here and here, you got to get a sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere between here and here, a sandwich has to come in there. You know what I'm saying? And whatever that looks like, because even when we were talking about, like, the warrior and the worrier, the warrior thinks up here, the worrier here, somewhere in between there, in this gap, the person's wandering because they know that a decision has to be made, but they don't have anything to make them think about the decision that has to be made. So they operate on worry. Worry comes from hunger. And generally speaking, people, don't they stress eat?
Yeah, they can stress. They feeling some type of way. They want to go ahead and eat a whole bunch of something that they know they ain't supposed to, and then they water it down or chase it with shit they ain't supposed to have.
Yeah.
And just so they can make themselves feel good, but you're really not making yourself feel good.
And because
you're gonna be fat in the morning.
All of that is life.
Right.
All of that, like, you wander, and when you wander, you in worry.
Because you can't wait till you need something to eat to go grocery shopping. You gonna buy everything in the damn
man. Look. How many times have you cooked on the day that you go grocery shopping? You generally don't.
You don't. You gotta buy something.
Yeah. Because if you go, like you just said, you're gonna buy the whole store, and then when you get home, you still not gonna cook it.
Yeah.
Because you made
hungry.
it.
You want it right now.
I want it right now.
I just want to put this away. I want to relax, sit down.
I'm getting tacos.
Yeah, tacos. Anybody else? Okay.
We get some tacos.
Tacos today.
Yeah. Because I got to get something quick, and you can't mess them up.
No.
You can't mess them up. No. You know what I'm saying? And it's something that they do every day. You can't go. You can't wait until 5:00 on a Friday to go eat at the same restaurant that everybody eating at, because it's gonna take you a long time to get your food, because everybody else in there with the same agenda.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that day, when you're trying to end that hunger, you know what I'm saying, you got to be in the right mindset, because you can't. It's certain decisions you can't make.
Right.
It's a lot of decisions you can't make on the empty stomach.
Right.
Because every step that you take is crucial. Just like Buddy that decided he needed to go to the store, he came back, his house was gone, and with his family inside, on fire.
Right.
And you don't control nothing.
You can't.
And that's what this podcast is for, to remind people that you ain't in control of nothing but how you react and respond to stuff. You know what I'm saying? And even though you ain't perfect, you gotta have perfect intention. And that means, like, at least thinking about what you're doing before you do it. You ain't gonna get it right all the time, but you don't have to be. You know what I'm saying?
You don't have to get it right all the time.
But what you can't do is dismiss the power of your mind reading what your body is feeling. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna impact it. You can't even really work out the way you want to work out on an empty stomach.
Right.
Like, or if you do, you have to tailor your workout to it.
Yeah.
Because like when on the days that I would bench press, 2 days in advance, I load up on carbs on one day and protein on another. That way, when I go in, I know I'm gonna have a good
right
workout.
amount of energy and yeah.
But if I'm going in there and I haven't eaten enough, then I adjust my workout because I can go sit in the sauna and get a better impact. You know what I'm saying? Than what I would if I had eaten before I went in there. You know, you got to hydrate when you do certain things. Well, hydration is the key, no matter what.
Yeah.
But sometimes you hungry or you feel hungry,
right?
And you're really thirsty,
right?
So that's my point. It's like when your stomach empty, you don't know if you're hungry or thirsty sometimes.
Right. You got to put something in though.
You got to put something in there because if you drink the water first, you're gonna sit there for a second. You're like, that didn't do it.
Yeah, it didn't really do what I.
So I must be hungry.
Yeah.
Because your body is sending you all kind of signals like, hey man.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people don't know their body.
They don't.
And they eating the wrong sandwich.
Eating the wrong sandwich,
man.
Yeah, they eating that fur burger. It's the wrong sandwich.
You gotta eat the right sandwich.
You can't get the wrong one, boy. You know what I'm saying? Like going to Subway when you probably should have went to McAllister's.
Right. Jason Deli.
Something.
Yeah.
You should have went to Jimmy John's.
Should have went to Jimmy John's.
Shout out to Jimmy John's. Hey,
shout out to Jersey Mike.
That too. I'm about to Jersey Mike's over Jimmy John's.
Yeah. Now Jersey Mike hot sandwich is better than Jimmy John cold sandwich.
It don't even matter what you say after that.
Yeah.
Jersey Mike hot sandwich.
Yeah, hot sub.
And then everybody else is competing for second place.
Yeah.
And it's a long distance between the Jersey Mike hot sub and everybody else trying to get in line. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
Yeah, like I saw while we're on the subject of sandwiches, I went to Marco's Pizza, which got good pizza, by the way. I think it's.
I still ain't even made it.
It took me a while to go, but like the only reason I went because when I was in Atlanta last month, my boy ordered some Marco's Pizza. I was like, man, this pizza good.
Good, okay.
Yeah, and like I didn't even know it was Marco. I said, oh, we got one of those down here.
Yeah, let me try.
Let me go try it.
All right.
But then I went over there, and pizza was good here too.
All right. So the consistency of Marco's,
you see what I'm saying? That's the thing, right? Like you get some people will say, man, look, this food was better in this state than it is here. You know what I'm saying? Like people swear, like I'm not a fan of In-N-Out Burger. I've had it in California, Vegas, and Arizona, and here in Texas. I'm cool. I'm cool on that. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, it's Whataburger and then everybody else after that when it come down to the burger too. I don't care how nobody feel about it. But Marco's Pizza though, they got sandwiches on their menu. I was thinking about getting one over there.
All right. Well, I might have to check that out.
Yeah, I might have to grab one, and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, you didn't do a little bit more investigation on it.
Look, everybody, investigation. You know what I'm saying? Forensics. Yeah, food forensics.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, and then the cold cut sandwich got to have the right pickle. It got to have a crunch on it. When you bite into it, if it ain't crunchy, it ain't really. You just throw the whole damn thing away. Go back and say, hey, I need this fresh pickle.
The pickle changed the game.
Yeah, because if you think about it, if you get a chicken sandwich and they don't have no pickle in it, then it's shortchanged.
Yeah, some people
like, damn, who put this pickle in here? Who was that hungry to be? You know what?
It's missing something.
Put this there. Slice this pickle and put it in there.
See, and while we over here talking about how the sandwich is constructed, you'd have solved your other problem.
Yeah. Whatever problem that you thought it was, maybe it wasn't that deep in the first place.
But you see how much time that you dedicate when you know it's important, when you accept that you're hungry. You say, well, where do I want to go eat?
What do I have a taste for?
What do I have a taste for? Now you got to break that down.
The taste buds everywhere.
Yep.
What day is it?
Yeah.
Taco Tuesday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, bro.
You
Like,
know,
if you wake up with how you gonna be fed
yeah,
as part of your day,
right.
if it, like you just said, Taco Tuesday or
Wing Wednesday.
Wing Wednesday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's gonna determine a lot.
Yeah.
If you have it prioritized, you can sit there for a second and bing. I can't tell you how many times I've been sitting somewhere and after I finish eating, I think to myself, then my eyes get big.
Yeah. I know what I want now.
And I look around and say, did anybody else see that?
Yeah.
Because I know what I just understood. You know what I'm saying? And it might be a problem from, not even a problem. It's just it's an ongoing plan. Like, I'm never not thinking about something. So my wife would tell me all the time, she said, you need to go eat.
Yeah.
You haven't eaten all day.
Yeah.
Because my mind be full.
Yeah.
So
that's a tactic too, because if you're a prisoner, they want to go ahead and, you know what I mean?
My man said, you toasting that bread first, right? Yeah, the bread got to be toasted.
The bread got to be toasted.
The bread got to be toasted.
Yeah. You talking about sandwiches.
Yeah. Like,
without the bread.
Don't give me no cold bun.
Yeah.
I don't like no cold bun.
Warm this thing up.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you have a prisoner or something like that, they try not to feed them so they can be desperate and just give me a burger or whatever. Even in the first 48, listen, they're gonna give you some food, they're gonna want some answers in return.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't want that sandwich or whatever it is, then yeah, you just go ahead and get your lawyer up.
Man, look, go ahead.
Yeah, because they're gonna get you a cigarette, get you a honey bun, they're gonna get you some type of food up in there.
Go ahead and get your attorney ready.
Yeah, go ahead and get your attorney ready.
Yeah. You know, as a matter of fact, if you done something, go ahead and just preempt and say, hey. And come on, man. You know, like, that way you have your meals lined up.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And it's probably gonna be your last one too.
Look, that's how.
All right, look, man, go to Marco's.
That's how powerful food is, right?
Let me get a pizza. After I finish, I'll tell you how to get up there.
Bruh.
You telling shit that ain't got nothing to do with it.
Yeah, because you hungry.
Yeah.
Because you hungry.
Yeah.
Like, when you hungry, you more liable to speak out of turn.
Right. Ain't nobody even asked you.
Because you ain't got no patience.
Mm-mm.
When you hungry, you looking at your watch. You looking like you got somewhere to go.
Yeah.
Man, I'm hungry.
That motherfucker. Just hurry up. Let this be over with.
I can't tell you. Nobody wants to. I think everybody accepts that they have been that hungry where they couldn't pay attention. But I don't think they understand the power.
They so hungry they can't pay attention. The hunger is up here.
Can't even focus.
Yeah.
It's like the sandwich is on your mind.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, you done pulled up in somebody's drive-thru, just like
right.
And when I started seeing that, I was like, man, I don't have a lot of things in my life that take me in 17 different directions. Like at this stage in my life, most of everything that I'm obligated to is intellectual property. So a lot of stuff is in my mind, and it goes to the keyboard. It's on my thumbs. You know what I'm saying? So because it's so easy, and it, because it go from here to here to here, I don't have to go anywhere.
Right.
So it's real easy for me to, you know what I'm saying, to sit still, and I don't think about hunger as much.
Well, what if?
So I kind of like, sometimes I think there's a difference between thinking from a fasted mindset.
I was about to go into that. Well, go ahead.
From a fasted mindset, you know what I'm saying? Like when you just generally end up abstaining from a lot of stuff, and not because you're forcing yourself to do it, but because you respect the law of the land, you respect nature, you respect your personal safety, you respect boundaries, because you developing your own. You don't want yours compromised.
Right.
And if you really want to be left alone, then you have to know how to be alone. Even when you're around other people. And when you're doing that, you ain't trying to eat with everybody. You ain't trying to talk about, even if you sit down and eat with them, you're making a decision of what is part of the discussion when you're sitting there. because you don't want to sit 2 minutes too long.
Mhm.
Some things you just want to get to go.
Mhm.
Sometimes you want to order something so you don't have to leave your place.
Mhm.
But when it comes down to it, from a fasted mindset, certain things don't fulfill you the way it used to. Like it just ain't good as it used to be. How many like think about the food you used to eat and that you'll never eat again.
Yeah.
Like like you'll never have a preference for it. Because never say never. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I mean, I can see what you're saying with never, but nah, because like you said, when it's coming from fast space, then you gotta say never because this is what I'm choosing to do away with.
Facts. I'd
rather go hungry.
I'm not going to McDonald's.
Right. Yeah, I'd rather just not eat today. You see what I'm saying?
Like I can make that decision and not feel nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? I can make a decision like that at 7 a.m. and say, "Oh, I'm cool. I can just drink water."
Yeah, I'm drinking water today.
Yeah. Or it's been times where, you know what I'm saying, I just want some fruit. I just need a little bit. I don't need a whole meal.
Right.
And it's like that is better. You know what I'm saying, over a course of time. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's the way I've been eating, you know what I'm saying, in general, just a little bit here and a little bit there.
Mm-hmm.
And then if I end up eating more than that, it's because of, you know, my wife decided to do something, or I decided to cook and you know, and nibble off of that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, but the bottom line is that you got to have something that when you do get hungry, you eat the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just in life.
Mm-hmm.
And that ain't got, then that's a metaphor.
Right, because what people don't really understand is a diet.
Yeah.
And the diet is what you eat, what you think, you know, what you do.
Come on, man.
It's all of that. It's
what you consume.
What you consume.
What you put in there, yeah.
What you put in is what you get out. So if you put good in, you're gonna get good out.
Yeah. So
I mean, certain things with the fasting, I was like, well, okay, I want to get to a place. I'm really, really, really trying to get to the 30 days no food.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but one day I will do it. That's consciously and subconsciously something that I really want to try to strive for. The most I did was 3 days.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to stretch it out to be a week. But I've been mastered 12 hours without no food. Now I'm trying to get to 24 hours without no food. So I'm just trying to find out new things, because it's some things that you can kind of unlock if you can master or control your emotions without the sandwich.
Let me tell you, like the metaphor of the sandwich that we're talking about today, and the diet is really the information that you consume, whether it be food or whatever else, because all of it's a package.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because like I might be telling you valuable information, but if you're hungry, you don't know how to apply it. You're not paying enough attention to it to know how to, you know what I'm saying, use it.
Mm-hmm.
And like even as you were talking, I'm like, everybody knows what they need to abstain from.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that they complain about is the thing that you need to abstain from. And like that's why I stopped a long time ago complaining about social media. I stopped looking at it
from a negative.
Yeah.
Because it's doing what it's supposed to be.
It's doing what it's supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
So like what you got to do is contribute something to the algorithm to change what you're seeing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So like if you say if you complain about what's in your timeline, you're responsible for that.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can literally look at somebody's Google search history and figure out what that person's mindset is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because somebody's on the back end watching you search this stuff and tailoring an algorithm to what's in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you keep getting more of the same thing that you complain about.
Right.
But if you're not in the problem solving discussion, you can't bring anything to you. Like you can't bring new information to you if you're worrying.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Like if you got a worrier mindset, you can also complain it. That's what warriors do. They complain.
Right.
Warriors go to the situation with a solutions-based mindset and contribute something of value
Mm-hmm.
to get a better take on things.
Mm-hmm.
Because if all you're doing as a warrior, guess what you are? You're hungry.
Mm-hmm.
So when you show up worrying and complaining because you not getting what you expect, you have a degree of entitlement that nobody could ever satisfy.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to always be hungry because you worry all the time.
Mm-hmm.
The warrior said, I had enough to eat. Let me go out here and finish chopping down. Let me go out here and finish what I was supposed to do.
Yeah, I took a break.
You
Now
got
I'm
a
going
purpose.
back. Yeah.
See, a warrior has a purpose. A
Right.
warrior has no purpose. The purpose of a warrior is loose. It's fleeting. It's trendy. It's all of the undisciplined stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, you can say somebody's disciplined or undisciplined. That's cool. But I've seen people struggle with trying to figure out what's discipline and what's not. Some people think it's discipline just because they tell you exactly what they're gonna go do, even if it's a negative thing. Mm-hmm. If it's still a negative thing, then is that discipline or undisciplined?
Yeah, that's undisciplined.
All right. So, but the people that worry are also undisciplined for that same reason, because you're not bringing a solution.
Right.
People that have solutions are generally disciplined, and if they have solved problems and helped other people, you have to be disciplined in order to help other people.
Right.
If you undisciplined, you're generally selfish. So you're not thinking about nobody but self. Disciplined people are usually selfless. They will benefit from it anyway. Just like when you go help people and you serving food and you doing your thing, you're not gonna be hungry on the day that you helping people eat. Why would you be?
No, I'm honestly,
you in the kitchen.
I'm honestly, I'm eating with them.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm eating with them, right there with them. So for one, to show them that it ain't no poison or nothing like that, and for two, I mean, it's just a trust factor, and it's no really difference between any animals or any people or whatever the case may be. We all have some type of feelings, and you got to have some type of understanding and communicate with them somehow effectively, whatever that way is,
whatever that looks like.
Because have you seen that? It was a lady. It's probably some more people, but it was this lady, and she's walking in the woods in Africa, and she got like 5 or 6 lions, like they're
and
huge.
She's just walking with a stick, and the lions are chilling.
or she got fruit or food or something on her head, and she's walking through, and she knows that they're there, but it almost looked like they're her protectors, like walking through this. And I'm amazed at it, not how dangerous they are, but just how we are like made to be working together. Like God didn't put us here to get attacked by lions or got them bit by a shark. We gotta understand it's a time and place. Maybe that shark that bit that person was hungry. Maybe he didn't eat, and so on and so forth. So, but we think, oh, don't go in the water because the shark's in there. Not really, because the shark just don't go around just biting shit. Like nothing just goes around killing shit. Even humans, they got some type of whatever's going on in their mind and their heart that make them go that way. Same thing with what's the name? With animals as well. You gotta understand what this animal is purpose and what you bringing to the table, and are you looking like a meal? Don't you go around somebody that's hungry because you're gonna get ate.
I was gonna say, look, the arrogance of humans is it's always worth paying attention to. Mm-hmm. Because just like you brought up, like a shark. I think it's like if you watch animals communicate with each other, because it's basically what you're talking about. Mm-hmm. They have a community in a language that we don't have any idea about. Mm-hmm. Like for instance, the orca, It's like my spirit animal. You know what I'm saying? The killer whale.
Mm-hmm.
They hunt together. They raise like all of the young. You know, they teach them how to hunt for 13, 14 years at a time. They have assignments. They have techniques, tactics. They train.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and here we come along just now discovering it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, look at this.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
this is they kind of job because of time of the month. I mean, time of the year. Because you didn't, like a lot of people don't know, it's a time of the year that they don't eat for X amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's another time that they're supposed to be breeding. Then there's another time that they're supposed to be feasting. So it's like, if you catch them at the wrong time, now you trying to say this animal is a killer. How did he get a killer whale? Why we named him Killer Whale?
Man,
all this other stuff out here.
Human arrogance.
Because he black.
Yeah. Look.
Now he got to be the killer whale.
Look.
Why black ice more dangerous than white ice? It's just like, you see what I'm saying? It's just all these black what is it? Not black rain. Black noise. Now, what's the difference between black noise and white noise?
Yeah.
Like, come on,
they got brown noise.
Brown noise now.
Yeah,
come on.
Hey, you know.
Now we got color of noise.
Look, but that's the thing now. Everything's on some sort of spectrum, so we can understand it. Because, like,
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people got to name it something, and that's why this is why words are so important, and this is why, like for instance, like the orca, right? They call it the killer whale. There was a documentary called Blackfish, and the whole concept of it was that it was about SeaWorld.
Yeah, they were doing them boys wrong.
Okay, so like the killer whale that they had was called Tilikum, the one that they featured. He was taken from his mom, and he grew to an enormous size. They put him in multiple aquariums where they would have him performing, and then when he wasn't performing, they had him in this small tank with other orcas. The other orcas would abuse him. The other orcas that would abuse him were actually the female orcas. Crazy when you think about this, right? And Tilikum was basically an orphan. He had been captured, in a different part of the world. So the orcas where he was captured at spoke a completely different language. And then where they took him, he was the outsider because they are social creatures, very intelligent. You know what I'm saying? They are far more intelligent than what people could ever understand because, again, human arrogance, right? But even down to the experience that this orca had, how is that any different than the human experience?
It's the same. That's what I'm saying. It's one and the same.
And they turn this thing into a killer. Like the human beings turn it into a killer. Okay, that's the funny part, right? And it drowned a couple of trainers with it. There was this one video, like I'll send it to you. You should probably watch it. I think you should watch the documentary, and it'll capture all this better. But like, I watched all of these people that was talking about the wrong that was done in taking this killer whale, this orca from his, his parent.
Yeah, his natural habitat.
Natural habitat.
And from his family.
And from family. Yeah, wrong as hell. And it's basically human trafficking.
It's definitely.
Yeah. It's basically HT. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, I don't want no issues, you know what I'm saying, on the algorithm. But like, it's basically HT. And so in the documentary, it was like crazy to watch people be able to understand that they did the animal wrong. All the research that was done, they tried to hide that the orca was rebelling and it had hurt people everywhere it went. You know what I'm saying? But once it got the drop of human blood, the taste of it, it changed the genetics of the animal. They were able to document that. Why don't people look at human beings the same way? Like, if you experience trauma as a child, the imagery that you take from that experience goes into all of your decision making. This is why they look at Jeffrey Dahmer in every other serial killer you could think of, based on the behaviors that they displayed when they was a child. So that child was probably making a whole. That child was probably hungry.
Mm-hmm.
That they've done studies in school that say a lot of these kids, their best meal is at school.
Mm-hmm.
So when school's out, they probably don't eat the same.
And the school meal is trash.
And it's trash.
Yeah.
So it's they already forecasting the decision making, you know what I'm saying, by the way that the children are fed.
Mm-hmm.
What you are what you eat, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So if the act of what you're doing results in, you know what I'm saying, a negative outcome and somebody getting hurt, that's not going to curb your appetite.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be part of what you think the world is laid out for you to do, because you operating from hunger. And then humans ain't no different than the animals, you know what I'm saying, like when it come down to it, because we can sense fear, we can sense, we know how to read a room.
Yeah.
We know how to read a room. And the people that don't, they just haven't had the same experiences to understand when they may be in an insecure position.
Yeah, bless their heart.
Bless their heart.
Yeah.
That's it, because there were signs.
Did you hear about, since you told me about the well, did you hear about the elephant?
The one that came back and ran over the funeral and all that stuff? Yeah, Roll Tide. Yeah.
But the backstory was that they killed her daughter, like the baby.
Yeah.
The baby elephant. So the mama was in revenge mode.
Yeah.
Savage mode.
Hunt him down.
Killed her twice.
Stomped out.
And then killed her at the funeral.
Stomped out and then ran over the funeral.
Yeah.
Spin the block.
Spin the block on her. But you gotta understand, when you go out here and these people out here hunting these animals, but I think they already do, but they don't care, because they're the true definition of savage. Because you go in there and you got this family of elephants, you get the weakest one, but the weakest one just was born, and you got a mom and dad and got some loved ones out there, but you don't care.
Are you crazy?
You want to go out here and take pictures with it, acting like ain't nothing finna happen. So I mean that when I heard that, I thought that was wild. But then you gotta understand that the elephant's mind and how it remembers and how it tracks the smell and all this other stuff. It will find
the mother carried that baby almost 2 years.
Come on, man! I got a special bond, and you just gonna take him like this?
I'm finna do you. I'm finna do you. Like, I'll be at your funeral.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you to your funeral, and I'm gonna
show back up.
And I'm gonna show back up.
Mm-hmm.
Spin the block.
Mm-hmm.
Even if animals spin the block, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But
that's wild. Come from the jungle, go downtown.
What you think?
Cars swerving.
What you think the elephant said? Like, hey, I'll be back. Where you going? What you?
Nah, she was definitely the equalizer. She was on her equalizer shit. Like, I got some unfinished business.
And then sharpening a tusk.
Yeah.
They're like, look, where you going? I'll be back.
I'll be back.
I gotta
if
go
I don't
town.
be back, yeah.
You know what it is.
Yeah.
Man, look, set it off.
Right.
The arrogance that we have when we hungry, you know what I'm saying, is unreal.
But they just doing it. But the people out here killing these motherfuckers for sport, though. It's not for. It's different when you gotta eat. Like you said, you gotta get you something to eat. Hey, this is a pecking order, and animals is on the list.
Greed.
You feel me? But now you just want to wear this jacket, or you just want this, I don't know, whatever you trying to do with this elephant, baby elephant. But it was more so sport, because they want to take pictures with the motherfucker.
So, just like you see that video where these people go into Congo to see silverback gorillas, and then it's a bunch of silverbacks just moving through the jungle, and you ain't supposed to look at these animals directly in the eye, because they treat that as, you know what I'm saying, as a threat.
Yeah.
Well, they kind of like mobbing through, and one of the silverbacks just grabs somebody by the leg and just drags them on into the jungle and then lets them go, just to remind them.
Like, I'm still in charge.
Yeah. And gorillas don't eat meat.
Yeah.
So understand, he's
Right.
just doing it as a flex
Right,
to
right,
remind you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you don't have no control here.
and you ain't really.
This is
You a guest.
Yes.
You a guest.
Yes. Take your fucking shoes off.
You a guest.
Come on, man.
I don't even eat meat, but
I have to be here.
I will drag you down here and just and I ain't got to do much.
I will put your head on the stick. For sure.
Like
and you can't do nothing.
Nothing you do about it. And then like who you gonna press charges on?
Stupid strong.
Like and if I don't get you,
I got a whole lot of other people that I heard that's
I send them real goons at you.
Yeah. The one with the messed up face that y'all tried to kill.
Yeah, and we just gonna kill you.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not finna.
We gonna make it hurt too.
I like plants.
Yeah.
I like bamboo.
Yeah. I like ants because they eat ants.
Yeah. I like fruit. You know what I'm saying? But
raw veggies.
So you'll be just fun.
Yeah.
Training.
It's training purpose.
Mm-hmm. So that's how we're gonna treat the other people. You know what I'm saying? You're a training aid.
Yeah. Okay. So with that being said, what do you think? A couple years ago, they had the silverback that was in the cage and the baby fell, and I felt like he wasn't going to harm that baby.
No, he wasn't. Look, man. Shout out to Harambe.
Harambe, that's his name.
That's what it was. You know, he was really minding his business.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that he was already in captivity.
Yeah, who baby is this? That's what he was saying.
Get your children.
Yeah, he was saying, who baby is this?
Harambe got killed for poor parenting.
Yeah.
Poor parenting got Harambe killed. You know,
and it wasn't even his baby.
No.
I was just babysitting his baby.
Just think about, he probably got removed from his family.
Yes, he did. And he was the breadwinner.
Because somebody else couldn't control their kid.
Mm-hmm.
Should have gave their kid a sandwich.
Should have gave the mom a sandwich.
Yeah.
The mom and the dad the sandwich. Whoever was on babysitting that baby.
Man, look.
How you lose your baby at the zoo?
At the zoo. Like just and I get it.
No,
but I don't
get it.
But I don't understand it.
I don't get it.
I don't understand it.
I don't get it.
Look, the
you know your baby's in, every baby's into something.
All of them.
So you got to have him on your person. Hold his hand. Put him in the car seat.
They're not going to do what you want them to do.
Yeah, they babies, they do what the hell they want to do. They trying to explore. They ain't even doing it on purpose.
Right.
I got these legs, they just now work. I don't know if I can walk, but I'm going to run. Because these legs is working now.
As soon as you open up a car door.
They want to take off.
In the parking lot.
In the parking lot. Yeah.
Across the street. A squirrel.
Mm-hmm.
So
just doing baby shit.
And and that's the thing. Like when we see kids do that, we do that too. Mm-hmm. If we aren't sustained with the right information, the right diet,
you'll be all over the place.
All over the place. We see the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we're around other hungry people. Mm-hmm. You might be doing the right thing, but you look unorganized, unorthodox to them because they all hungry.
Right.
So they think you should be doing something different.
Same, yeah.
So you're probably in the wrong space.
Yeah. Because
your diet is going to change who you spend time with.
Right.
Information, whatever you consume by or whatever you consume is going to change who you talk to. Just like there's a whole group of people that may not agree with none of them sandwiches that we talked about before. There might be a whole bunch of people that eat Jimmy John's the way we talked about Jersey Mike's. And they take on the world completely different because they having a way different experience at, you know what I'm saying, whatever restaurant they choose to get their sandwich from versus the other people. And if you hand them a different sandwich, they might abandon that altogether. So you really like one sandwich away, again, from changing, you know what I'm saying, what your appetite is.
Yeah.
Because you might you might say, you know what? I'm not gonna I'm not gonna dedicate any more money, time, and resources to this thing that I used to think was dope for me. I can wait until I get the right sandwich versus just eating anything to be sustained by it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not gonna be fulfilled.
Right.
You're gonna have some guilt for it.
Right.
And that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like now
Probably just wasted your money.
You just wasted your money. You know what I'm saying? Like as bad as you want to have that same experience again that you grew up with this particular food, you can't get it back because that feeling wasn't even real.
Yeah.
Because the food that you was eating wasn't real.
Right.
It was what you understood, is what you had to work off of. And that's when you realize that, man, I just been operating on feeling. See, like when you operating on feeling, excuse me, you submit to whatever you feeling from moment to moment. That makes you trendy and inconsistent. And if you're trendy and inconsistent, you're going to eat whatever's available along the way. You know what I'm saying? Just like when you're on a road trip, right? And you generally, if you're on a road trip, you just that's probably be the only time where you can be like, you know what, I'm gonna eat at you know what I'm saying, whatever truck stop, whatever, you know what I'm saying, spot that I got to eat at, or depending on how long the trip is, you know what I'm saying. Like you might be like, I get something from here today.
Yeah.
That's the only time that you would make that exception, because you know it's not the norm.
It's not the norm, but if you discipline, you can find what you
you can find
at this spot.
You can plan your stop.
Yeah.
Or like I got a mindset where I don't care where we stop.
Yeah, that's what
I'm gonna find.
I'm gonna find something that's beneficial to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some chicken. There's gonna be a burger. There's gonna be something there.
And even if it ain't, it's some peanuts.
It's something.
It's some damn some granola. It's a banana. It's some yogurt. It's something. It's some water.
I don't need
a whole bunch.
I don't need a whole bunch of. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, like again, you might be more thirsty and you are hungry.
But then you drinking. You on the road trip. You drinking a lot. You are gonna have to pull over.
Don't have to.
So
yeah, it don't even matter what you drink. So you better drink the right thing.
If you eat a bad taco, too much hot sauce on your
burrito.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's your ass, Mr. Postman.
That's your ass. So, man, you got to just be careful of everything. Is everything is man made. It's got an expiration date. It just does. You know what I'm saying? But like when you have discipline, ain't no expiration date on discipline. You don't go from being disciplined to just like once you can't unsee something,
right.
You just accept it for what it is. It sends you into a space where you just got to chill. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I watched this video last night before I went to bed, and it was in Florida. The guys was on a boat on a fishing trip. They see this guy in the middle of the ocean, like just float, and he was on a diving excursion, and he got separated. Him and his other partner got separated from their group. And if anybody's ever seen the ocean,
it's too big.
It's too big. Like it wasn't no boat nowhere close by. They're like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? And then they pull him out the water. He's exhausted, dehydrated, and everything else. And he's like, my buddy died while on this. He said, yeah, he was a diver. And he died. It was at the Jupiter Inlet in Florida. So I Googled it and I looked at it, and a whole bunch of stuff came up about people just dying. It's like, you know, Lake Lanier in Atlanta got all them not in Atlanta, but just in Georgia, has all these horror stories about.
They had that town.
They had the town and everything.
The town
and somebody always died on that lake, right?
Yeah.
From what I could tell on just a quick Google search, the Jupiter Inlet has claimed a lot of people.
So why do people still go out there? Almost like that damn Mount Everest. You still want to climb it?
And his body's all up and down it.
His body's all through there.
On the way up and down.
Yeah, but hey, to each his own.
Hey man, people got boxes they want to check off. That's cool. You know.
You just gotta be understanding of what you getting yourself into.
So even seeing that real time and then reaching into the ocean and pulling this guy out and and this dude he was so exhausted he couldn't even be grateful for it. He was, you know what I'm
I'm gonna
saying?
holler at you when I wake
He
up.
was 4 miles away from a shoreline.
Yeah,
4 miles in the ocean?
in the ocean. That's a long distance.
You can't even see that.
I can't even get there.
No. You
Not with this exhaustion.
no. And
Hey, I'm fighting some shit. Like I'm trying to go this way. It's pushing me this way.
and bro, the sheer yeah, like think of just even describing those things that you don't even have to be there to know.
I'm not seeing
In
shit
a-
like that. I'm not ever getting in the bathtub. I'm just taking whole baths for the rest of my life. No, I'm dead ass serious.
I'm
My
standing
feet
up.
can't be covered in
I
water.
can't see my feet. Whole baths the whole time. Yep.
That's it.
Hot spot shower.
That is it.
You smell funny.
I
don't
got
care.
a gallon of water. I'm doing that.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care what you say.
I'm not getting in the shower. I'm not getting in the
That's
tub.
trauma.
Yeah.
Big trauma.
Big trauma, man.
Like it go from, you know what I'm saying, like you on an adventure to you fighting for your life.
Fighting for your life, man.
And the only saving grace is somebody randomly pulls up with a boat.
It ain't random.
And
I think it's all divine.
That's divine. You know what I'm saying? And that situation is divine.
Yeah.
And we all have like little micro divine moments that where we've escaped death or didn't even know death was around the corner. You know what I'm saying? But but only when you isolate it can you really see the divinity and how fragile your existence is. Because you take you're taking a chance. I think it's much bigger than that though. Like you can take a chance, but you don't control the outcome.
Nah.
Because there's plenty of people that just be minding their business. Something crazy.
They ain't thinking all the way through. Like what happened if I do get separated?
Something ain't got nothing to do with you, bro. Like when they say it's your time, it's your time.
Yeah, it's your time.
Yeah, like the sheer magnitude of just like, oh, I'm going diving, and then next thing you know, you just float in the ocean and your buddy, you know what I'm saying, being consumed by the elements, and you had to watch that. And then you had to be the one to live to tell a story, just like you seen 300. You remember right before they went to go fight that final fight, and they sent old boy back with was missing an eye. Said, tell our story. Somebody need to know what happened here. That's it. Like
you got one job. Go find some people and let them know what's happening.
That's all the stuff. That's all of the things.
Hopefully you make it.
Hopefully.
Sure.
That's all of the allegory that goes into somebody being able to sit down and write a story that leads to a lesson that somebody else can benefit from. Without the experience, it's hard to believe. But you got also, when it's hard to believe, that's when faith comes in it.
Yeah. Could you hear the story about the mom? Or I heard one story is this girl, I'm gonna say young lady. Young lady broke down, got a flat, and she needed the tire change. She didn't know how to do it or whatever, so she called her dad. Her dad came, tried to fix the damn, what's the name? It's strong wind. The wind blew the damn jack. Kind of like the car off the jack, and it fell on the dad. And the young woman had the strength to pick up the car and get her dad out from underneath it. So when you hear these things, even just this is the one story that fucked me up. Imagine you gotta fight a giant and all you got is a slingshot. That's all you got.
All you got.
And you defeat him.
It happens. Everybody defeats a giant somewhere in their life.
Yeah.
Everybody got their own giants to defeat.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like everything's metaphorical because
Right.
because man, like everybody can't. We can't switch places and you win my battles.
No.
You like it's not a one for one.
Right.
You're a warrior for your own.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Responsibility in your own individual life.
Yeah.
You got to handle your business.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I believe part of this understanding that we have. I believe this the key to having all of this, like resolve and resilience, is minding your own damn business.
Yeah, you do.
Like you don't even understand. You don't even understand how dangerous other people can be until you see them be dangerous to themselves without no guidance, without no interruption. And half the issues that most people get themselves into come from not minding your business.
Right.
Because there's enough stuff out there that's going to be out there to threaten your safety for you to learn from anyway.
Yeah.
Without getting in nobody else's business.
Right.
And those things ain't going away.
Nope.
So the least you could do is not get in somebody else's business.
You're not even equipped to handle your own business.
Go get a sandwich.
And make sure it's cut in half.
Yeah, look, hot.
And sit down.
Sit down.
Wash your hands.
Dine in.
Yeah,
Dine in.
wash your hands.
Don't get it to go. Don't
just
sit,
wash your hands. Man.
Don't sit in your car and eat all the time.
Yeah. You might want to dine in.
I hate drive-thrus.
Yeah. Or you might want to sit in the parking lot and eat this sandwich by yourself. But you don't have to drive and eat it. You can just chill. Go to a park.
Sit down outside.
Sit down outside, man. Let a butterfly land on your shoulder or something.
Yeah, come on, man.
Come on, man. Go see the world or something. Enjoy the small things in life.
Pay attention to where you are.
Yeah.
Stop worrying about where everybody else going.
Right.
Get a sandwich.
Get you a sandwich, man.
Look,
get you the right sandwich.
The right
might
sandwich.
Be a meatball sandwich because it's cold out.
Man, come on now. Look, the whole situation of trying to unpack where you are in the world so you can pack accordingly.
Yeah.
Because you carry a lot of stuff.
You don't need that stuff. Just get rid of that stuff.
Yep.
Not for this destination on this journey. You got the wrong bag. You picked up the wrong bag.
You got too much on your mind.
Yeah.
And you still starving.
Where your first aid kit at?
Come on.
Yeah, man.
What you got for an emergency resource?
Right.
So you gotta be able to say, hey man, I need to drop some stuff.
Yeah.
I need to not overload.
Yeah, you gotta leave some space in there.
You have to accept that you've overloaded that sometimes too. Because if you can't accept it, nobody can tell you.
Nobody can tell you. And then that's that ego talk.
Because your ego is always hungry. Your ego ain't never, ever, ever satisfied.
Yeah.
Your ego has to be controlled.
Yeah.
Ego has to be controlled.
Yeah.
Because it's never satisfied. It's not intended to be satisfied. It's intended to be present.
So ego and emotion, they cousins or they brothers and sisters? Because both of them got to get controlled.
I would say ego is like I think it depends on the person.
All right.
Okay. I think ego is your shadow.
Ego is the shadow.
Because it's always with you.
All right. The emotion there too.
Always. Because you don't have no situation awareness without your ego. Like
you got me fucked up, or I'm gonna let him slide.
Come on, you got me fucked up.
Yeah, or bless his heart.
Or bless his heart. Or you got to manifest for understanding.
Yeah, some grace in there. You got some grace in there.
Yeah.
Or you got me fucked up.
Correct.
Right.
Your ego has to be trained.
Mm-hmm.
That's why, like, even if training is better than just being raised and groomed and chaperoned.
Yeah, he's worked on every day.
Because you gotta think about it, right?
You gotta work on that.
There are people in life that have been raised,
Mm-hmm.
trained, and then chaperoned.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when you chaperoned, you don't really you've been watched by people that really can't teach you anything.
Mm-hmm.
They just kind of like let you do what you want to do.
Right.
They kind of like they
keep you in the space.
Keep you in bounds.
Yeah.
You still can get out of bounds.
Yeah.
But if you get out of bounds, they can't help you either.
No.
Then you got people that just been raised, nurtured to death, and they have a degree of entitlement that.
Yeah, they entitled and they kind of like sheltered.
Similar to chaperone and raising, they both don't have. They got wide boundaries. Mm-hmm. The limits are unknown. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying, between raising and chaperone. But training, you ain't got no excuse. Yeah, you wasn't raised like that.
That was discipline because I put a lot of man hours on you, boy.
Worry, wonder, warrior.
Yeah.
Same thing. It's like 3 phases because it's never like there's 3 phases to becoming, you know what I'm saying, to the mindset of either being undisciplined or disciplined.
Right.
Because you can be undisciplined and harmful to yourself and to other people.
Right.
You can be undisciplined and probably only harmful to self. But when you become a warrior, it's because you know better and you choose different because you've trained your ego. Mm-hmm. That's what you are. You're training your ego. Because if you got self-discipline, that's why they call it self-discipline. You have the real self, the one that wants to react, the one that wants retribution.
But it's contained.
It's contained.
Right.
And now you're a weapon. Yeah. Because just because you can doesn't mean you should. Knowing the difference is the discipline piece.
Right, it's the discipline.
But the undisciplined person is, you got me fucked up.
Yeah.
I got to do you. I need some get back. You done hurt my feelings. Yeah. Are you crazy?
Now I'm on
You don't know who you talking to.
Now I'm on chain gang.
Yeah. Now you on chain gang. Now you out the way. You just, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you done tricked your own self out the spot.
You done tricked yourself out the spot. And if you ain't ever done that on a micro level and accepted that you did it on a micro level, how you're not gonna really be able to process what it looked like on a macro level. When you really mess up, like the stuff that you done kind of like tricked yourself out of a position on, learning opportunity, discipline. You was wandering, you know what I'm saying, and then you went through a period of worry, and then you say, well, it could always be worse.
It could always be worse.
That's the disciplined mind. You know what I'm saying? The undisciplined person, they end up on a reality TV show. Like I was watching I think it was Locked Up or something like that, and there's one cat that was in there for a triple homicide, and now when you watch these shows, these people been basically texting a confession, you know what I'm saying, with the wrong person, and it's usually a woman that ain't got no business with, and it's usually a woman that ain't got no business with a man, you know what I'm saying. They both on the same thing. So both of y'all extra undisciplined, which means if you're doing undisciplined behavior with undisciplined people, you probably can't trust each other. You know what I'm saying? When it come down to it, when it really get thick.
Yeah, you're right, but at the same time, it's been happening.
Well, it's part of it.
Yeah.
You know? So and it's like you can't do anything about somebody else's start point. Only thing you could do is see the example that they're providing you with, and say, "That's not my path." Or if I'm on this path, I got to make some adjustments. But if you don't consume the right information in the right spots, you ain't eating the right sandwich, you never know that this was out here. Now you the example.
Yeah.
Because I ain't going to say you never knew it. You just never cared enough to do anything about it because you don't want the same things. Because when you discover purpose, you know what I'm saying, you change your direction.
Yeah.
Because your motivations become different.
Yeah.
So a lot of you can't be a purposeful individual being undisciplined. Does every person have a purpose and a gift? I believe so.
I believe so. But it's their job.
It's their job
to find it.
That's why. That's why you got to correct yourself first.
Yeah. You gotta mind your damn business.
Mind your damn business.
Yeah.
You can't get on your purpose if you ain't minding your business.
Nah.
And it's so crazy to even think and say these things out loud. But that's really the difference.
That's the only difference.
That's the only difference.
You focus more on somebody else's stuff than you focus on your own. If you focus on your own, you'd be in a better spot.
Yeah, but the layers to minding your business are like the same layers to how dynamic each individual is, right? Like when I talked about earlier, something comes from somewhere through someone, and you have to have the talent to be able to convey that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has that same understanding in life, but the information you consume changes the way you communicate.
Right.
So that's why, like, a person can listen to, you can take 10 different people, they all listen to 10 different genres of music and get the same message. Or they all look at a painting and get a different interpretation of it. You know what I'm saying? And get the same thing. I can look at what a person might read in a book, somebody might get out of a picture or painting. You know what I'm saying? Something, because it's all abstract. And life is about the information that you consume so you can interpret, you know what I'm saying, yourself, your own emotions in that moment, you know, better. Like
if you find something, you see something, how does this apply to me?
Yeah. Like,
what does this mean to me? Because it can be a sign, but you ain't picking it up or you ain't looking for it, then it's going to go over your head. Because it's right there for you anyway. Like the story of it's this man, he wanted God to speak to him or save him. So God sent him some things, like he sent him a helicopter, a boat, and something else. But he wanted God to come physically and see him. Then he died. And then he goes to heaven and he says, God, I wanted you to come save me. And God is like, hey man, I sent you a helicopter, I sent you a boat, and I sent you something else, and you just turn all those things away. Because people don't realize that God blesses you through other people. They think that God is everything, time is supposed to stop, a white light shine down, and bam, it's your blessing. But it don't work like that. Like he using other people in your life to bless you. But you gotta stop and get out your own way, move your ego to the side so you can be able to put these glasses on and see that.
You gotta mind your business.
You gotta mind your business.
If you ain't minding your business, you're not gonna see it.
You're not gonna be able to see
that. You can't. And
you're
then
too distracted.
And the thing is, if you're not minding your business, you can't accept it.
No, because it ain't.
Because that's that entitlement.
That makes sense of it.
Because you want it to be the way you want it to be.
Yeah.
And that's why being able to adapt is really a divine thing.
Yeah.
Like being able to adapt means you know how to read the room. You know what I'm saying? So like the dynamic of the human being and the way that the human being thinks and communicates with other like-minded human beings is something that is it's divine. Because the influence is one of the greatest things. That ain't not money, not nothing else. When you take away all of that exterior, superficial stuff that everybody gives their initial attention to, what's there? What you gonna show them when you finally got, you know what I'm saying, the attention that you've been given.
What you've been asking for.
You know what I'm saying?
What you gonna do with it? Like, why you want it in the first place?
That's why, like, I ain't never understood and got down with the mystique that entertainers have been, you know, like given. And it's just human credit. You know what I'm saying? It's just popularity, you know. And then there's a few that rise above all of that, you know what I'm saying, depending on whatever it is, you know. So like you gotta be in the right mindset in order to be able to distinguish the distraction from the divine.
Mm-hmm.
Because like all you got is in this world is what you give it. Because nobody owes
whatever
you anything.
You put out is what you're gonna get back.
You can only have the relationships that you can afford, and it ain't got nothing to do with money. It's about what you do for other people, man.
Mm-hmm. If
you can afford a certain way of life, then you can afford to help other people too. You know what I'm saying? The ones that you're supposed to be a lesson to somebody else. You're supposed to be an instrument.
Yeah. Be a blessing, not a burden.
Yeah. And the worst thing you do is be a burden. And like how do you become a burden, right?
Not minding your business.
That's one. And not minding your business and you minding everybody else's business, you're asking a bunch of questions, is because you're living in worry.
Mm-hmm.
When you live in worry, you're a burden because nobody want to stop and from solving the problem or creating a better strategy
mm-hmm.
to stop and answer your doubts.
Yeah.
You need to go pray.
Yeah.
You need to go meditate.
There's some answers that you're looking for that I can't help you with.
Because if you complaining, you ain't helping. Mm-hmm. If you're being, facetious and trivial and, like just extra,
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, inquisitive for something that you're not responsible for, you're in the way. Mm-hmm. Like, just like the analogy or the story you talked about, like changing the tire. Mm-hmm. The lady just got down and she did what she was supposed to do for what the situation triggered her to do. Mm-hmm. If she would have stopped and acted on her emotions, well, if she would have submitted to the doubt.
Yeah. The dad probably would have been dead.
Yep. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about that. You know what I'm saying? Man, look, it's been a good conversation this morning. Mm-hmm. Let me see. We'll make sure we hit the chat up. And I know it's a day after the holidays, but we appreciate you guys, coming to join us on this conversation. I want to show y'all the shirt that y'all need to go cop. Then I want you to leave us with a little SLP moment. You know what I'm saying? When you get time. Hey, y'all need to go ahead and cop this shirt right here. Like I'm gonna drop the link in the chat, and you see it. Your chick make you mad. My chick make me a sandwich. For those of y'all that's got a good person in your life, you know what I'm saying, a good woman that don't mind making their man a sandwich, this is the shirt for you. You know what I'm saying? Go cop the shirt. You see it. Most people can't get no shirt. Most people can't get nobody to make them a sandwich. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't about nothing superficial or anything that's a negative. You should enjoy taking care of the person that you care about. It shouldn't be a burden to nobody. You know what I'm saying? And for those that understand and they can appreciate that, this is the shirt for you. So check it out. Go cop the shirt. It's cheap. You know what I'm saying? And be a meal for somebody else for a change. So you guys, I really appreciate you tuning in this week. Hope you enjoyed the podcast. It's been the Cold Talk Coffee and Blunts morning show.
Oh yeah, go like, share, subscribe, repost,
all of that.
Go buy some merch. It's cold. Just don't buy the t-shirt.
Yeah.
Go ahead and get the tracksuit, man. Get the sweatsuit.
Yeah. Check the website
hoodie
out.
And the pants.
Get all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Get all that, man. Send us some donations, man, so we can keep this thing going.
Yes, sir.
Till we get some what it is,
sponsorship. Yeah, like we sponsor ourselves right now. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
If you're on YouTube, man, I appreciate you watching. Hit up the super chat and go check it out. As a matter of fact, like you guys see the links, super chat is in the bottom right hand corner of the chat, and you can make a donation there too. In the meantime, we are out.
Peace.
Make sure you subscribe on all platforms and hit the like button and follow. Please leave your feedback in the comments. Make sure you hit up the super chat, leave a donation to support the platform. Your chick make you mad, my chick make me a sandwich. Your chick make you mad, my side chick make me a sandwich. Go cop the shirt, visit the merch store, shop with Accountable Masculinity, and support the platform. Men have hope.